New You 2022 challenge. Yay! How is it going? How is everything coming together for you? This is our last meeting. Well, not our last. Hopefully we'll get an opportunity. I look forward to having an opportunity to working together with you, whether it's in immersive online retreats or whether it's one-on-one treatments or our group healing that's going to be launched in the next month. Lots of really great opportunities that we'll talk about at the end of this moment here in time. I had a little rescue mission that delayed my preparedness because when I woke up this morning, I looked out the window and there was a hummingbird with its beak stuck in the feeder. It was frozen. It's minus 14 here, which is unusually cold. And it was, I don't even know how long it's been there, panicked. And so I had to try to figure out what to do. So I went and got a little heating pad, and I couldn't take the elixir down because the bird was on there, and when it became free, it would have been in my house. So I boiled up some water and then cooled it a little bit to some of my tea water actually, and went outside and stood on top of my hot tub, so to speak, so that I could reach the feeder and just gently poured the water on the top of the little basin that they sit on. Oh my goodness. Anyways, it's fine. And it was a male. You could tell by the colorings. He got free. And then I wrapped the bottle portion in a heating pad and plugged it in outside so I could come in and it could start to thaw. So hopefully I'll go up and tend to that. But now I'm here to tend to you. And I want to know how you're doing. So some things to talk about. So we talked about a lot of different things over the 8 weeks. I'm not going to recap them right here, right now, because it just will take too much time here. But we did breath. We did awareness, breath, and then took it through 3 questions of how you want to experience, what you want to grow, and how you want to contribute. And those are really important. And I call those holistic goals because they're bigger picture. And then we want to take a look at now defining that a little bit more to bring you into that new you, because when you define you want these experiences, and you define you want this growth, and you define what you want to contribute, as to the world, to you, to your family, whatever that is, those are big. Those are really big, and they're exciting. I don't want you to get lost in the momentum of this excitement. And from there, we can start to create goals and allow that to shift and allow it to move and be fluid, and then take it into. So now we've got experience, growth, and contribution. Now I want you to think about your goals on the physical level, on the emotional level, that watery zone where we become more of the witness to that watery zone and with the emotions. And we start to looking at, is that really true for me? And then we're, remembering that it takes 90 seconds for a particular emotion to flow through you. So we want to be in that witness going, oh, Deborah, that's really interesting. Like, what's the trigger there? Take it back and figure that out, and we'll get into the root cause as we move forward into the year and into group healing. We'll start to be able to keep notes in your journal of where you're noticing your triggers are coming. I want you to take a look at how, one of our biggest things is procrastination. So where's procrastination on the spectrum? We talked about the old you and the new you, and the spectrum of fear and joy. And where do you think procrastination sits on that spectrum? It's a little bit or a whole lot on some instances on the fear side. My experience of procrastination has almost been like analysis paralysis. I don't know if you can relate to that. It's like, how many times am I going to think on this, and how much energy? Remember, how much gas of our fuel are we pouring onto this side? and we're going to have an empty tank. We want to have it on our new you side. We want to take it into the prosperity. They both start with P. Rather than procrastination, let's look at the prosperity that we can have when we have when we witness and identify that we're in a procrastination state of being. We want to change that state of being into that more progressive side of it. When we want to take a look at where do you get energy from? So if you haven't identified as sort of more of an introverted person, where you get your energy from the introvertedness or an extrovertedness, like I find that, well, it's a fine line. As I get older, I'm getting more introverted, but previously, younger Deborah was like, I need people. And I still need people. That's why I'm like, okay, we're going to take this into immersion workshop. So Monday Motivation Power Up Your Week is going to cease. This is the last one. But it will be replaced with something more fulfilling. Not that this isn't fulfilling, but where I actually will be on more webinars or more Zooms or more Google Meets, where I've integrated a big screen so that I can see everybody and be with everybody so that we can have more of an interaction. I need that. I need more than just looking at a screen with me and not having that interaction. What do you need? What's going to give you more energy? And when are you going to be your most bravest? Because this is also going to be part of my bravery. Remember, I have we talked about having a phrase for your year ahead, and what is your words or your phrase or your word going to be? Mine is it's showtime, right? I need to step into some significant bravery, because one of our other biggest wounds is rejection and betrayal. So we're looking at all these sides of the spectrum that are going to come up for us, you, me, and the like, because if we're doing the work, this side, this old you, this fear, this wound of rejection, and is going to show up. So we're going to have to stick together for the next 12 months, maybe for the rest of our lives together, so that we can ensure that we're on the new you side. I am no different. Oh my goodness, I'm going to do webinars, I'm going to do Zooms, I'm going to hit the stage, and I'm going to make errors, and I'm going to have to be able to stand tall. I call it my superwoman pose. I'm going to have to stand tall and be in that bravery. And then saying yes. But it's also important to say no. So, you need to say no to this side of it. Sometimes we give too much because it's our comfort zone. If people really don't know if we mess up, because they don't really know what the expectation was that they were going to receive. But when we start doing the work for ourselves and be gentle with those expectations, allow that room for error, because errors are going to have happened. And we want to be able to say yes again, even though we may have failed. We want to say yes again. How many times did Edison try to make a light bulb? Think of that. Oh my goodness. Where do you want to say yes more often to? Where do you want to say yes more often to? And this one is really beautiful. Is you are going to be your own advisor. And to seek support. But ultimately, my favorite phrase is, you are the boss. So you are your best advisor. So it's like, this year I will advise myself to what? To just do it. Thank you, Nike. Just do it and say yes. Say yes to you, because you are the present. You are the gift. And by not showing up and trying on that new sweater for each gift that you want to share, and you'll find your niche, your niche. You'll find your unique purpose. You'll find your soul will direct you. I've got truth bumps all over me. Just trust the process. Trust it with your soul, your heart and soul. And lastly, this year will be special for me because this is all from your compass planner. This year will be special for me because. Now, this comes into some of my Buddhist teachings because it's because you have earned it. It is your karmic return. Remember, where you plant your seeds is what will grow. So if you want an apple tree, you plant apple seeds. If you want hate and frustration and anxiety and pain, you plant those seeds. If you're going to meet force with force, you're going to plant the seed for force. So when somebody comes at you with force, this is your opportunity to say, bring it, because this is my opportunity to plant a new seed. And if I'm experiencing force from somebody else, that means I've planted that seed for force before. I have been that force. That's why I recognize it. And that's why I don't like it, because that is me. We are all one. This is a little deeper, but that is me. That person in front of me, that person, place, that situation, that is something I recognize. And in order for me to recognize it, that means I have had to do it, be it, and I have to own it. I am that. I am that, and I'm that, and I'm that, and I'm that, good or bad. And therefore, that is my gift. That is my gift in my showtime. Show me. Show me where I still have those outstanding karmic debts, because I want to make credits with them as I transform and plant new seeds in each and every single one of those scenarios, those experiences. They're gone. They're not going to return to me. The one thing that we have control over, the one thing where we can put on our bravery and our battle shield and our strength and our passion, is for our mental afflictions. Our mental afflictions, because they don't just come in our head. Remember, they're in our field. And like attracts like. So one of your most important 2022 to-dos is that awareness piece. That first week one is we've got to be almighty aware of that spectrum, that old me, that pre-programmed. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. We get caught up in the pre-programming, and we're on purpose now. The new me is on even a bigger purpose. And this is the purpose. This is where we're going to focus. This is what we're going to feed. This is what we're going to nourish. And as we nourish this for ourselves, we nourish it for the whole world. You are going to find that within your friendship base will change. Your family might get a little annoyed, going, oh, what's this new word that you're trying on? What's this new jacket you're trying on? What's this new sweater you're trying on? Who do you think you are? And you say, you know what? That's my excavation. That's my journey. That's my 2022. I'm stepping into the truth of who I am. And I invite you to invite them along. Give them permission. Give them permission to step into let's get jacked up about being the truth of who we are, the kind, compassionate human beings. Standing up for your freedom, standing up for your peace of mind, standing up for being a full bridge of love. And you have the capacity to love yourself, your friends, your family, love all. Love the birds and the bees. Love that poor hummingbird that was stuck in frozen into the elixir this morning. I was devastated. So this year will be special for me because I'm stepping into Superwoman. I'm stepping into Showtime. What are you stepping into? Take it. If you want to be, let's all be Superwoman, superhuman. Let's be Wonder Woman and wonder what magnificence and magic is going to show up in this void of space and time. And then on the compass, it says, I believe anything is possible this year. That's the magic, is that anything is possible. We have infinite potential. We just need to believe in yourself. And sometimes it takes support. So I invite you, let's spend this time together and make it happen. I know for sure that it's easiest to do it together. And when we do something together, we create that synergistic energy, the power of more than one, because we're all holding space for each and every one of our dreams. So in saying that, as we move forward, the new weekly content is going to be continue to be my podcast series, and it's also being released in a video series, and it's 111 progressive series with regards to our energy body. So it's called Unlocking the Mystery of Your Energy Body, and it drops every Wednesday and Saturday. It's free, and you just subscribe. It's on my website. You can activate. You can go to the menu on podcast and menu, and you can also. It's on Google, Spotify, Apple, so you can find it there. Also, we've got all the replays for this. This will be up next year, 2022, at the year end, and I'll supplement it, but this will be on the replay. And I want, for the end, I'm going into more of shorter segments so that I can focus more on my paid online material. I am launching a 90-day program that's going to be released in January. It will start about the end of January, beginning of February, for 90 days, more like the end of January. And it's called Amplify and Ascend. It's where we take and we will be doing actual energy healing treatments and working with the limited belief facilitator work that I do with PSYCH-K. And we'll be introducing a lot of different other ways that we can increase your personal potential and increase your energy, increase the truth of who you are. And my clients, they go from some of them from a very defeating place to not only thriving but soaring, and it's just magnificent to be in that company. So I invite you into that 90-day program. It will only be offered 2 times a year. It's got limited intake because I'm only one person as a practitioner. So we're likely going to keep it. I'm thinking the magic number might be 10 or 11. And then we'll work with group healing, and we'll work for 90 days where my focus is on this core group of 10, 11 people, because it's all I can fit in my practice. And then we'll be also doing monthly group healing. The date is yet to be announced, likely on a Sunday, because I love the energy of a lot of people do worship and stuff on Sunday. So the collective is in this more enlightened place, and I want to utilize and work with the energy that is being offered to us in that time and that space. And then I'm going to be coming in and doing what I call Take 5. So it will be 5 minutes, and we are just going to take 5. So whenever you see Take 5, and I want to start to embed this, because I want it to embed it, and I want to embody it, and I want you to be it. So this will help us to stay on point. And so when I'm looking at Take 5, it's actually a safety protocol that they use in the construction, and it's like stop, assess, integrate, what's something, and then proceed, something along those lines. But I'm going to take it on the bliss component, because hey, BlissBE.Me. So when we take 5, it's going to be like pause. It's going to be just be. So just take a take a break, be, and listen. Not listen to the external, listen to the internal. What's going on and how do you want to change that? So B is B, BE. L is listen on the internal, internally listen. I is to integrate. Integrate means to embody it. So what you're listening, what you want to change, now take that and transmute that energy and integrate it. And number 3 on the S, BLIS, is simple. Keep it simple. A confused mind doesn't buy in. So it's no difference. If you're confused about buying a piece of technology or buying a course or doing something and you start to get all this chatter, you're not going to buy. You'll come back and say, oh, I'll come back to it. I'll revisit it later. Same thing on the internal. You need to sell yourself on your new journey. So you need buy-in from all parts of the body. And it's best if you can just keep it simple and do one little tiny piece. And once you get to that simple and you start to embody it and integrate it, and because you've listened and you've paused and you be in that new you, then I want you to surrender. And when you feel that you've like sort of stabilized, like you've calmed down, and then because you want, what we're doing is we're allowing ourselves to be like that pillar where we can just put our hands up and surrender and know that and ask. You've already asked because we've done that grounding, centering, and aligning every day, right? So you're going to be integrating that intention every day with the ground, center, and align. You've already asked for help every day with the ground, center, and align. So every time when you stop and take 5, you're just doing another reconnection as you say, I surrender. I surrender this. This is outside of my skill set at this time. Help me, show me. This is my surrender it. So that's bliss. Bliss is be, listen, integrate, simple, and surrender. So that's the take 5. Take 5 for bliss. Be, listen, integrate, keep it simple, and surrender it up. Yes. All right, let's take a card for the win today and if you have any questions, you want to work together, my name is Deborah O'Neill. I'm the CEO and founder of BlissBE.Me. I love you. I love contributing to humanity. I want us all to be living our bliss. I want us all to feel that empowerment, and because I want us all to be those enlightened beings, and enlightenment is only consciousness. And to live in this energy and this higher consciousness is where we actually have the opportunity to be superhumans. We get to be the progressive, beautiful, compassionate, kind, loving superhumans we are meant to be, or that we are. And that we are. We're just amping it up. Okay, the card today is to go through and go forward is, drum roll, please, lights, camera, action. Ha! Be you. The world needs you. Be you. The world needs you. The world needs every single one of us. And I think that every single one of us should be paying attention to this and doing the work, because it's not work. It's a lifestyle. Join me. Let's do this together. We're better together. Thank you for being a part of this 8-week New You, New Year 2022 challenge. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Stay in touch. Happy New Year. We'll see you soon. Take good care. Make it a great